I just got 360 new markers, so it's time to swatch test them and see my first impressions. I'm starting off with the Copic Chow. These are the most expensive markers. They're professional art markers and they are a hefty price. I do have really high expectations for these markers just because of the price point. They feel really buttery and smooth, but one thing that sucked is one marker was already dry and another marker didn't work at all, so I am gonna have to return them, but here's all of the swatches. The packaging for these markers also came broken too. It's got a chip in it, which is fine, but just because the price is so high, I expected so much more. Next are the shuttle art markers, and I love the packaging for this. I think it was so thoughtfully done. As soon as I started doing the swatches with these, I was so impressed. They might be my new favorite marker. I'll have to see how they are on a coloring page, but I did love how consistent each color was. Each marker felt pretty juicy, and the color is very pigmented, so I really like these. I normally use Ohhoohoo markers, and these ones kind of had the same feeling. Next are the Arctics markers, and I really like the packaging for this one too. I couldn't find a version of these markers that come with a brush tip. I love brush tip markers so much, I think they blend really well. But I will say the color range for these markers is really nice and the colors are really pigmented. One thing I noticed was that the markers were a little bit on the drier side and they didn't feel the nicest to color with. I'm excited to see how these markers hold up on a coloring page. Next is Cali Art, and I just got the small pack of these ones. These just might be the juiciest markers I've ever used. They actually might be too juicy, they do bleed a lot, but the colors are so vibrant and it does feel like these markers would last so long. I'll have to see how much they bleed when I'm coloring, but here are all of the swatches. Next is a Top Star. I hope I'm pronouncing that right, but these are an affordable option from Amazon. These ones also felt a little bit inconsistent and on the drier side. They also don't come with a brush tip or a colorless blender, but I think you get so many markers and so many different colors, so it definitely is a good option. The colors of the marker don't really match the colors on the lid, but I don't think that's a huge issue, especially if you're doing swatches like this. You can see here they're a little bit patchy, but I'll have to see how they color. Last but not least are the Touch Sketch markers from Teimu. Right away, I noticed a lot of markers weren't working. I was actually able to get them all going once I did a few layers. It's almost like you have to grease these ones up to get them to work, but I did get most of them working. I only had one leaky marker. These ones felt a little inconsistent too. Some were dry and some were juicy, but there are so many colors. They don't have a brush tip, but they do come with the colorless blender, which is nice. I think if you were just trying to get into coloring and see if you like it, these would be a really good option. If you've used any of these markers before, please share your thoughts on them, and I will start coloring with them soon. Bye!